Hey folks, JD here, and today we are looking at the Yuneec Breeze 1 year on of me owning this particular quadcopter. Now, some of you may know Mark Arciadex, friend of mine, and his name pops up a lot in the comments on my channel. He was after a new quadcopter just a little bit over 12 months ago, and I said to him, well, I've pretty much done everything that I was going to do with my DJI Spark. So he said, well, I've got a Yuneec Breeze here, do you want to swap? And I said, yeah, why not? So it's a really nice story about having faith in humanity, because I'd never met Mark. Mark is over one end of the country and I'm over the other end, and quite literally I posted my Spark, he posted his Breeze. We were both very happy with what either one got. So I started taking the Breeze out. I started doing a range of videos on them. All the videos, if you haven't seen them, you'll find all the links in the description of this particular video. And I started taking the quadcopter out, started looking at exactly how it flew. I started getting used to that Bluetooth transmitter, which again now I absolutely love. The camera is superb. Started looking at all the photos and some of the videos. Started looking at the overall weight of the quadcopter and just really getting to grips with it. And it took me a little while. I wasn't 100% sold when I first had it. Of course, I'd been used to flying the DJI Spark, so that is, in my opinion, very refined, very nice and smooth. And the Yuneec Breeze was, well, not as refined as that. But still, I persevered and I kept on with a load of different quadcopter showcases. We looked at photos, videos, we looked at different we looked at the app, we looked at different presets for different types of weather and different cloud cover with different lighting. We looked at loads of things, features, the lot. And it took me ages to make all of these videos, put them together in some sort of fashion. And I think after about the second or third, I think actually after the third video, I was totally sold on the Yuneec Breeze. Then they came down in price dramatically again for the second time. And you could pick them up at next to nothing compared to what they were. They were retailing at $250 to $300. Then you could pick up the full FPV pack for $150. They really dropped their price. Then you could pick up the quadcopter on their own for $100 from Argos. They literally just plummeted, and loads of people picked them all up. And everybody that I spoke to, either on the channel or friends of mine, etc., everybody said the same. They loved it. So over the 12 months I've taken this quadcopter out, I have put some serious mileage into those brushless motors. And every time I've taken it out, one thing has always been the same. This quadcopter is just brilliant. And I genuinely think that. I think it is a really, really excellent quadcopter. It's very basic. It's very easy to use. Calibration is quite simple. The app, well, that's a little bit tricky when you first start using it. But when you get used to it, it starts working without there being any issue and really starts to come into its own. And then you realise just exactly how well that app is actually created and how well it's maintained, rather than looking at some other quadcopter apps where it feels as if they have been thrown together. This app doesn't feel like that. It feels as if there has been a bit of love that's gone into it, as if they've actually thought about how the quadcopter pilot, how the remote pilot is then going to use that app. There's been so many different changes over that app over the past 12 months, and I think they've got a real rock solid piece of software now. As for the quadcopter, good quality battery, good quality quad, good battery life. Not next to when you've got your DJI Mavics, Mavic 2s all looking at a really ridiculous battery life. This battery life is about 12 minutes maximum, and that is maximum per battery. I've got 3 batteries, I think, 4 batteries maybe, and I'm getting roughly 10 to 12 minutes out of each battery. The battery charging time isn't too long either, which is good, which means I can charge 2 up at a time, and then I can get everything ready for the flight when I'm going to go out there and fly. All in all, I think it's a great quad. Do you know what? I can't say it's going to sound really fake, but it is an extremely positive quadcopter. There have been so many quads over the past 12 months that everybody has flown, myself included. Some of them leave you quite, well, dry. Some of them leave you feeling, wow, that flight was excellent, but I wish the camera was better. This one is just a great all-rounder. Flies well. It isn't a distance flyer, so just be warned. I have had about 80-90 meters out of it. I don't really want to push it any further than that. Return to home is solid though, so you can rely on that, I think. The batteries work well. The flight is excellent. You can fly it on your smartphone or your tablet, as well as on the transmitter. The transmitter has a built-in battery, which means that it just lasts you and lasts you and lasts you. Charging it as well is quite long, at about 2 hours, I think, if memory serves, for the transmitter. All in all, I think it is a wonderful quadcopter, and I'm very, very happy to have swapped it with Mark 12 months ago. Well, a little over 12 months ago. And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm going to say. Otherwise, I'm just going to be rehashing what I said 2 minutes ago. It is an excellent quad. Have you flown it? If you can get it, I would say pick it up. It's one of those that sits on your shelves. That's just a good old faithful quadcopter. When you want to go and fly it, you can. It'll be ready. It's always going to be a good quad, in my opinion. All right then, my friends, thank you ever so much for watching and listening. I've been JD, you've been fantastic as always. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe and ring that bell too. Hello and welcome to all the new subscribers. I hope you're enjoying the channel. So until next time, my friends, happy flying.